Honeybee Speak. What is the name of today's lesson? Honeybee Speak. Now today's date is 26/8/2020 and good morning everyone. We are going to start with our today's lesson, and one of the interesting thing about this lesson is what? This lesson is monologue. It's called as a monologue. Now you may be thinking, teacher, what is monologue? What is mean by this monologue? Now the monologue means what? Monologue means a long speech by one person, for example, in a play. When person speak or gives the speech, okay, in a play or talk about himself in a while giving the speech. So this is considered as a monologue. And that we are going to see. This lesson is what type? This lesson is monologue. If in future I ask you that, student, you know what is monologue? That time, what do you have to say? You have to say that the teacher, that the long speech by one person for example, in a play. Like, have you ever seen the play? Have you ever seen the play like this, or the in the serial or in the picture we see that they read their speech or perform their characters by giving some of the speech. So this lesson is exactly like a monologue. Here the honeybee is speaking to us. Okay, what honeybee is going to do? Honeybee is going to talk with us, and she's going to tell us about that, how she do the work. Let's see that what is there inside of this monologue. What? Me? A lazy bee? You think I'm simply have fun all day among the flowers? Oh no, when I'm flitting from flower to flower, I'm actually very hard at work. And that's why I'm called that not a lazy bee, but a busy bee. Come, I will show you my house and tell you what a lot of work we be do all life. So what in this particular of this paragraph we have seen? We have seen that honeybee is speaking about, honeybee is speaking with us, and she is telling about that what you are thinking that I'm a lazy bee. Okay, I'm just here and there by making sound of No, I'm not exact. I'm very busy person, and when you see that I'm wandering from flower to flower, okay, flitting from this, moving or flying from flower to flower, you thinking that I don't have any work and that's why I'm roaming? No, I have lot of work and I do a lot of hard work. And come with me, I will tell you that what exactly I do. Let's see that what honeybee tell us. Now honeybee says, my house is called a honeycomb. What it's called? The house of honeybee. Like in this picture you can see that here some of the honeycombs are there. So what honeybee is saying, that my house is called as honeycomb. It's a big house with thousands of rooms or cells. Each room has 6 equal sides. Now in this picture you can see that the honeybees see that each cell, now this small cell that have 6 sides, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that the honeybee is saying that my house is very big, and what we call, my house is called it as a honeycomb. My house is called as honeycomb. See that in this picture honeycombs are there. So she is telling that my house is called as honeycomb and it's have a 6 equal side. It take a lot of care. We take a lot of care to build our house. What she's saying, that we take a lot of care to build it, and we even produce the material for building the comb. It's called as beeswax. Now in this paragraph, honeybee said that what we do, we make our own house, and the material which is required to build the house, like to build our house, building and like other bungalows, what we require a cement, we require a bricks. But what honeybee is saying, that what I do to, I produce material. What I produce material to build our house. We produce our material to build our house, and that material, that sticky material from which the honeybee makes his own house is called as a bee wax. What it's called? It's called as a bee wax. Now next, see, do you know, when I was very young, I used to stay at home, but even then I had to do a lot of work. Hmm. I had to look after the larva, the babies that would to be. I had to feed them and protect them. If anyone come near to our comb to disturb it, I was ready with my weapon, a sting. I'm not only a worker, I'm also a soldier. Beware, don't trouble me. Now here honeybee is telling us that you are thinking that I'm a lazy person, I'm not doing any work, but I want to tell you that I'm not doing work in this age. From very young age, when I was very small, from that onwards, I'm working. What I'm doing, I was very young, okay? जब मैं बहुत छोटी थी, when I was inside the comb, that time what I used to do, I used to take care of larvae, and that the small babies of honeybees are called as a larvae. So I take care of the larvae are the babies that would grow into bees, okay? And the small baby, I used to take care of these babies, and I had to feed them and protect them. If anyone come near to a comb, many more time your parents instruct you that don't go near to this bee. This is the honeybee. She is going to harm us. Okay, why? Because the honeybee have a sting. Okay, now sting is what? Sting is a sharp material. Okay, sting is a sharp one of the body part of the honeybee, and she use it as a weapon. And you can see that in this picture, that the sharp stings. See that the sharp sting is here, and the effect where if the honeybee just uses sharp sting to just take care of his baby. So never go near to the honeycomb. Keep in mind, because they work as a soldier. Why? Because they think that this person is came here to just harm us, and that is the reason these bees use their stings. And the effect of the sting, that the swelling and redness this occur. So be aware, don't go near to honeybee's comb. Now next, well, to go back the comb, I had to keep it cool by fanning it with my wings. To keep this comb to cool, what honeybees do? Honeybees just fly their wings. And what they do, then I had to keep my house in order away from the honey and all the honey and food and bees. You know that in our house we have to manage something like to bring the groceries and keep it clean. These all things we have to do in our house. So here the honeybee is saying that I also do the same work. What I do, I take care of my house. I put some of the some of the cell. So see this all four side, that this called as a small cell of, hello, am I audible to everyone? Just type Y in the chat box. Yes, thank you everyone. Thank you. So we have seen that this small cells. So what honeybee is saying? Honeybee is saying that what I do, I take care of my home. In order to maintain it, I keep some of the food, I keep some of the take care of the babies, and in this way I manage my whole house. And when I became some of the adult, I got a permission to go out from the comb, and now what I'm doing, I'm just moving from flower to flower and collecting different fluid or the nectar of the flowers. Now, See. Yes, I help with the house building too. Okay, we keep making our house bigger and bigger to make room for babies and for the food and the honey gather. What she's honeybee saying? Honeybee is saying that what I do, even we all honeybees, like you know that have you ever seen honeycomb? In the honeycomb, thousands of bees are there, lakhs of bees are there, and what they all do, they do the small work. They make their house, their honeycomb bigger and bigger. And for what? To keep their babies and also to gather the food, that is honey. When I become older, I begin to fly out from the comb to gather nectar. Now, what is nectar? Nectar is a juice which is there inside of the flower. Okay, nectar. And I take the nectar and the pollen. Now, what is pollen? This yellow part, you are able to see that the yellow, this in the flower, this is called as pollen, powder type. Nectar, see. I take the nectar and pollen from the flower and carry them back to the comb. Nectar is a sweet juice in the flower and pollen is a yellow powdery stuff you see on flowers. I visit hundreds of the flowers and make several trips every day without wasting even a single moment. What is saying that the honeybee is saying that without wasting a single moment, without wasting a single moment, what I get a lot of honey. I move from 100 of the flower. Now one bee move 100 flowers, so the 1,000 bees move lot of flowers. And after doing a lot of work, what they gather? They gather this honey, okay, which is very sweet. You use this honey for what? When you get the cough and cold, or to make your dishes sweeter. That time your mama use this honey. So to make this honey, honeybee do a lot of work. So in last honeybee say, the nectar from the flower is too thin. So the honeybee is saying that whatever flower or the juice we get from the flowers, that the juice was very thin, and we turn it into the sweet thick honey, and you like it. And this the flower juice is very thin and very light. And what honeybee do? The honeybee take some effort and they make this honey quite thicker. Okay, and it's because you called me a lazy bee that's I stop and explain it all to you. Otherwise, I have not a moment to lose. Bye. So here the honeybee explain that how she do the work. What are the work done by these honeybees? Now honeycomb is the house of honey bee is known as honeycomb, and then they produce the material to make the honeycomb. Okay, and even what they do, they make their the home bigger and bigger with the help of different and the thousands of bees are together, and that is the reason with the help of thousands of. Yes, teacher, honey is healthy for our body. Yes, Vihan, honey is very healthy for our body. So let's see how much you understood. Now, why is the bee called a busy bee? Why honeybee is called as busy bee? Why honeybee is called as busy bee? Let me know. Because honeybee do a lot of work. She said that I do a lot of work. I go here and there. We collect lot of things and flower or nectars from the flower. Yes, lot of work, right? Because honeybee do a lot of work, hard work, and that is the reason honeybee is called as busy bee. What work to do? What work to do, young bee? What work do young bees do? Okay. What are the work done by young bees? They take care of babies and home, and even they protect their house by using their stings. Now, what weapon does the bee have? Let me know the answer of this question. See, what weapon does the bee have? Sting. Yes. Very good. Sting. Take care of baby. Okay, fine. Good. Now the sweet fluid produced within a flower is known as what? Is known as honey, nectar. Yes, I know, correct. Nectar. It's known as nectar. Ishika. Lot of hard work. I think so. It's the answer of first nectar. Correct. Let's see the same. This honeybee's monologue in a form of video, and you will get the clear idea about that what exactly honeybee wants to say. Okay, students.
Me? A lazy bee? You think I simply have fun all day among the flowers? Oh no! When I'm flitting from flower to flower, I'm actually very hard at work. Flitting means flying. And that's why I'm called not a lazy bee, but a busy bee. Come, I'll show you my house and tell you what a lot of work we bees do all our life. My house is called a honeycomb. It's a big house with thousands of rooms or cells. Each room has 6 equal sides. We take a lot of care to build it. We even produce the material for building the comb. It is called beeswax. Do you know, when I was very young, I used to stay at home. But even then, I had to do a lot of work. I had to look after the larvae, the babies that would grow into bees. I had to feed them and protect them. I'm not only a worker, I'm also a soldier. Sting is a small, sharp, pointed organ. Beware! Don't trouble me. Well, to go back to the comb, I had to keep the comb cool by fanning it with my wings. Then I had to keep the house in order, put away all the honey and food that other bees brought from the flowers. But luckily, I had hundreds of other bees working with me. All worked together without ever fighting. That's one reason why we can build such perfect and beautiful houses. Yes, I helped with the house building too. We keep making our house bigger and bigger to make room for the babies and for the food and honey we gather. When I became older, I began to fly out of the comb to gather nectar. I take the nectar and pollen from the flowers and carry them back to the comb. Nectar is the sweet juice in flowers. Pollen is the yellow powdery stuff you see on flowers. I visit hundreds of flowers and make several trips every day without wasting even a single moment. The nectar from the flowers is too thin. We bees turn it into the sweet, thick honey that you like. Only because you called me lazy, I stopped explaining it all to you. Otherwise, I have not a moment to lose. Bye.
1. What? Me?
Okay, now kids, I hope that this lesson is clear to all, and this was very interesting one. We have seen that how exactly these honeybees work. Okay, now what we are going to see, this is a good habit. We have seen that the honeybee was very hardworking. Are you hardworking? So hardworking, that doing the work on time, okay, and being it. So hardworking involves some of the habit, right? Some of the good habits. So next lesson, our next topic is related to good habits only. So habit, just following the good habit and make yourself a good person. It is very necessary for you all to follow the good habits, and that is the reason our next lesson is also based upon one of the, we can say, a motivation or one of the thought or one of the motivation proverb towards that the hard working is the key of success. Okay, in the same way, to be a good person, the first thing which is required to be develop a good habits. And let's see what is the name of our today's poem and what things are there inside of this. Okay, so are you ready to go and to learn the new good habits topic? Just type Y in the chat box and then we will move. Not able to understand what you are saying. Okay, I got a message from just wait a minute. Isa, I want to see you all that what we have learned in this particular of honeybees lesson. We have seen that honeybee is very hardworking person, hardworking bee, and that is why it's called as a busy bee. Okay, why she is a very hardworking? Hardworking is one of the quality of honeybee, right? To be, and one of the thing we have seen that from the very young age she started doing work like helping to making home and then gathering this nectars of the flower, and this all things we have seen that how honeybee exactly work. In the same way, our today's topic, next topic is related to what? Related to one of the good habits, that is the dress quickly. Okay, in that lesson also, in that particular poem also, we are going to see that the good habit, how good habits play important role in our life and how it's going to help you for further. So today's next topic, as it is connected to this lesson related to one of the moral, we are going to see that lesson also, that is dress quickly. Okay, it's a very small lesson and but with a big message that you should always keep your things and your belongings in a proper place. So I hope now it's clear to all that what I'm talking about, right? Just type Y in the chat box if you understood that what exactly I'm talking about. Okay, Jia, good. Okay, thank you. Now here is one of the example that the boy is watching a TV. Okay, the boy is watching a TV and in the school, sleeping at school. Okay, why it's happened? What is the reason behind it? Because that while it was a time to sleep in the night, that time what boy was doing? Boy was watching a TV. Like sometime it happened in the classroom also. We say that why you are sleeping in the classroom, at what time you have slept at the night. You give the reason that I was late, I slept at 12 o'clock and that is the reason I'm not feeling well, I'm sleeping here. And these all excuses we get. Why? Because when you are not going to follow a good habits, the effect will be happen to your day to day routine. And that is the reason. And that is the reason what happened, that sometimes you face a problem to achieve your goal or to do the work on time. So very first thing what you have to do, the whatever thing you are doing in your day-to-day routine, now you are in a third standard, okay, and it's time to take some of the responsibility. Now what responsibility I'm talking about? Like managing your wardrobe and just keeping your clothes on a proper place, all are even your duty. Okay, so follow the good habits and what will happen, that you will definitely going to be a good person, and like a Khashaba Jadhav we have seen in the last lesson. In the same way you will also achieve your goal. So the first step towards achieving goal, that following a good routine, good habits. Let's see some more examples related to this and then we will proceed for our lesson. Now here is a chart of healthy habits, kids. This will definitely help you all. Now very first thing, eat healthy food. Sometimes your mama suggests to eat the vegetable and drink the milk, and you demand for a noodles and many other thing, but still she force you to eat the vegetables. Why? Because vegetables are more healthy than the other fruit, and that is the reason your mother suggests to eat it. Now drink a plenty of water, then limit television and computer use, and then be active at least for 1 hour in a day, like to do the exercise. Clean your teeth at least twice a day. Okay, be kind to yourself, behave properly with others, get plenty of sleep, then wash your hand and find time to relax, and then um, eat a junk food and avoid such a things. Okay, now take a bath or shower on a time, work and play safely. These all are what? These all are the healthy habits. And related to this, what we are going to see, we are going to see it to our today's one of the paraphrase, and in that we are going to see that what poet exactly want to convey us. We all have to follow that. Okay, guys? Let's see. dress quickly. What it is? Dress quickly. And we are going to see this. You can see that the boy is standing in front of mirror, and what he is doing, he is just all around him you can see that the clothes are there, and he's just getting ready. Now what happened early morning, maybe it's happened to you also. In the early morning when school time is there, that time sometimes you face difficulty to get your uniform, and what your mother says that you cannot keep your uniform on a time, and sometimes you get the remark also that you have not wear the belt, your hairs are not proper, untidy hair, then you have the wrong uniform of the day. Sometimes this remark you get. Now why you get this remark? And that is the so to avoid this, what you have to do, this lesson will tell you that what exactly you can do to avoid such kind of mess. Okay, now all your life you'll have to dress every single day, unless you should have you should happen to be sick. Why not to learn to do it quickly? Now here the paraphrase written by the writer says that all your life what you need to do, children, that you have to all your life you have to wear the dress, you have to dress up yourself. Okay, now the living things need food, water, shelter and clothing. So this is very necessity of our life, and whole life you have to do. Every single day you have to wear the clothes, and then unless you should happen to be sick, when you get the sick, that time only your mama do these things for you all. Then why not learn to do it quickly? Now here, to do it quickly, to get dress up quickly, what you can do, that we will see over here. Hang your clothes the proper way. What you have to do, you have to hang your clothes in a proper way, so you'll find them fresh next day. So I told you, I given the example that sometime early morning in a school you find difficulty to get your uniform. Why? Because sometimes you not keep your phone, keep your this uniform in a proper place in the cupboard by using this all hangers and all, and that is the reason you face difficulty. So poet want to say that the person want to say, writer want to say that to avoid this, what you all can do, you can hang your clothes in a proper way, so that you'll find them fresh next day. Okay, treat them with a little care. Now this taking care of yourself is not only duty of your mother and father or any other member. Now you are in a third standard. Now you are you all are able to understand that what are your duty. So to do your work properly, from right now, from today onwards, what you all are going to do, you're going to take care of your clothes. You're going to fold it properly once they get dry, and you're going to keep it in a cupboard. Okay, in a proper, you're going to hang it properly, so that next day when you're going to wear it, so next day to wear that cloth, you will not find any struggle. You will get your clothes quickly, and you will get ready quickly. So treat them with a little care, fold them with neatly on a chair. So without a bit of worry. So what happens when sometime you're not sometime what happens, see this in this picture, that the boy cupboard is totally mess. It is not kept properly. Set entire favorite t-shirt or whatever what he is going to face, he is going to face the problem. Why? Because this mess, and find out the needed everything, your socks and all, it will be take time, and sometimes you get free of that, where is my clothes, I'm not able to find, I'm getting late. Okay, so avoid this, what you can do before a day, you can take care of your once they get dry, fold it properly, keep it on a chair, and will be for you all. You get dress up quickly. Now next thing, whenever you can dress quite a hurry, when it is short of time, that time you will not face any difficulty, because you know that my clothes are already kept in the chair. What I have to do, I have to just pick it up and I have to wear and move for the next thing or for the work. Now what is the next line? Think of the Goofs. Goofs means what? Goofs means person, or the person is not in a neat or a proper way. Okay. Goofs. You stew your clothing on a floor. You stew your clothing like the scattered your clothing on a floor. You think that whenever you think like, yes, I'm not going to keep it properly, so think that it will look like this. My whole room will be get mess. I will face difficulty. So in this whole poem we have seen some of the important and hard words also. Okay. Slovenly means what? That untidy, careless dress or manners. Okay, untidy. Like, see that if you are not going to keep your clothes properly, you will look like this boy. Not this boy who's watching in the mirror. The boy is just he is thinking that if I am not going to keep my clothes properly, I will look mess. Now, goofs, a rude, careless person with no manners. What the poet or the writer said, that if you are not going to keep the things on a proper thing, that how you will look. You will look like a goofs. Goofs like a rude, careless person with a no manners. Stew means scattered, spread here and there. The thing, your room will look like get scattered all around your room. You are going to find the clothes only. Clothing means your clothes. So this is all about the poem that we have seen and what the poet wants to say. So today we have learned about the two things. That is, the very first one was related to what? The very first one was related to honeybee, and the second one was related to good habit, that how can we dress quickly if you are going to follow a simple rule, that is that once your clothes get dry, fold it properly, keep it on a chair, and whenever you require it, you will get it in a quick, and you are going to wear it when it is hurry, when you are getting short of time. That time you can wear this cloth properly and present yourself properly. Or else whenever you think or when you feel lazy to do it, think about that you will look like a goofs. That means the person with a no care or manners, looking bad or having no manners is called goofs. So your room will be get scattered, look like a scattered, and also you will look like a goof. So if you don't want to be like this, that what you have to do, you have to follow the rule, like you have to follow the good habits, like keep your clothing in a proper place, folding it out, and just be organized. Understand, kids? So I hope this lesson is clear to you all. Yes or no?